How's it going, guys? My name is Jack, and today I want to talk about the 5 things that you must do at every property inspection, regardless if you're renting or if you're looking to buy. So obviously, property inspections are the best times for you to scope out what your future home is going to look and feel like. And there is a number of things that real estate agents like to play around with to mess with your perception as to what type of home you're getting yourself into. First thing is to not fall into the stylist's trap. Property stylists are like magicians. They are the masters of deception and visual manipulation. So whenever I walk into a space and it's very nicely styled, I always ask myself, what are they trying to get me to focus on? And what are they trying to hide? And classic examples from inspections that I've personally gone to are a kitchen space where there is no fridge space or pantry, and you walk into a kitchen and you've just got bench tops, you've got your ovens, and then your cooktop, and then that's it. There's no fridge space, there's no pantry space. I mean, who needs a fridge these days anyway? Right? Another classic is no real dining space, and what they'll do is they will find a awkward corner of the room where they would just put a round and typically glass table with a couple of chairs, which gives you the perception that the space is quite a bit more than what it is than if it was just a solid table. Another one is no TV. This is actually a result of stylists not having enough supply of different types of TVs that really match the room and match their overall styling aesthetic. But it also means that there's a lot of living rooms that are laid out in a way that isn't realistic if you were to have more of a traditional TV, coffee table, couch setup. And then the last one, the biggie, is one that's actually come from the homewares industry, and it's the use of double beds as opposed to queen beds. Cheeky bastard. Now, putting in a double bed obviously means that the room would actually feel more spacious, but what they actually do is they use very puffy duvets to make the bed actually look bigger. So you'd walk into the room, you look at the bed and you go, oh look, that's obviously a queen size bed, and there's so much space around it, when in reality they've used a double bed with an oversized duvet on top. Basically, the way to combat the smoke and mirrors is what I'm going to talk about. The second thing that you must do is to take your tape measure and measure all the rooms for yourself. One of my favorite jokes from a few years ago, and one that I'm going to tell you right now, is, why are women such bad drivers? The answer is because men tell them that this is 12 inches. Very often you'll get plans as part of the marketing material where they'll have dimensions or rough sizes of all the different rooms. What the dimension usually would be there is they will go to whatever the maximum dimension is, and then they'll round up. So suddenly a room that's 3.2 meters by 3.8 meters has suddenly become 3.5 meters by 4 meters on their plans, which doesn't seem much, but is actually a 15% increase in area. So very simply, take a tape measure, measure out the rooms, cross out everything that's on their marketing material and put your own dimensions in there so you can have something that's realistic and accurate to compare your different inspections with. Not only that, you can also look like you're super keen, super invested, and scare people off. The third thing that I'll always recommend doing as well is going into all the rooms and then turning the lights off. Artificial lighting is an amazing thing that can make things look completely different, and it's also something that real estate agents use to their advantage. For example, this video would look like this if I had no artificial lighting. So even in this very small space where we've got natural light coming through the window, this is the difference that artificial lighting makes in a small space. Imagine the difference that makes in a house when all the lights are on in every room. And you'll notice that is what most real estate agents actually do when they do their inspections. So suggestion is to turn off all the artificial lights and get an idea of where natural light is coming in, get an idea of where the morning sun is, where the afternoon sun is. It also gives you a really good idea of how much light you actually need to block within bedrooms. Because personally, I like to have a very dark space when I sleep. Speaking of closing doors, that is actually the fourth item that you should do at every inspection. You'll be surprised how many properties I've gone to where the doors just don't even close properly. Now, whether it's a result of a door that's been bowed out of place due to either moisture damage or the fact that it's a new door that's been installed very poorly, doors that are falling off their hinges, or doors just don't have the door hardware set up very well. There has been one inspection I went to where the doors were straight but the walls weren't, and as a result, when you close the door, it closed tight up top but then had like a massive gap down below, which just, I don't understand how that even happens. But that is the fourth thing you must do, is just open and close every single door at an inspection to make sure all the doors are straight and all the walls are straight. Last but not least is actually a very simple one, and it is to take photos and videos of every inspection you go to. Most people will probably be doing quite a couple of inspections every weekend. You'll be going to 4 or 5 different properties, and even though we like to think we have some amazing photographic memory, it gets to a point where all these properties just kind of merge into one and you don't remember which one was which. And the photo and video reference is key to being able to separate and refer back to all the different things that you liked or disliked about the properties. And it's something that I use all the time in the construction industry on all my projects, to be able to refer back and check things that were done before anything else happens. So that was a very quick, fast 5 things you must do at every property inspection. I hope you guys got something out of that. Go to your properties inspections and have this list of all the things you must do as a checklist and tick it off to every property that you go to. Thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, please hit the like button, smash the subscribe button, do all the things that YouTubers tell you to do, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers.